So we are solving this problem, okay, the single number third something. And here it is saying that you are, the input is your is one array, okay, where you will be getting integers, and all the integers means appearing twice in the array except two numbers which are appearing only once, okay, and we have to find that number. We have to find those numbers, okay. So let's take an example of this one. So we have 1 to 1, 3 to 5. So if you look closely here, so 1 appeared twice, 2 appears 2 times here again, and 3 and 5 are the numbers which are appearing only once. Okay, so our output should be 3 and 5. Okay, the question is clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So there will be couple of ways we can actually solve this problem. So I just want to, ask you means uh, what is your way to solve this problem or to approach this problem? Can anyone please, suggest something?
Uh,
We can use a hash map. Uh,
We can
yeah,
use hash map. Okay. Yeah, so we can use hash map definitely. So we can, traverse the array, and we count all the values. And if the count is one, we can just print it, or otherwise we means if the count is two, we just skip it, right? So that is your first approach. You can use hash map. So everyone knows, right? Means how to use hash map.
yeah.
Cool. Okay. So let's write the complexity as well. So you guys have learned about complexity.
Yes, yes.
Cool.
yes.
So let's talk about complexity here. Time complexity will be what?
Order
Rough in.
Order of n, right? Space complexity
In.
will be order of n again, because we are using hash map. Okay. Any other approach? And here is one note as well, right? So our algorithm should run in linear runtime complexity and uses only constant space. Okay. So although this, this approach is also nice because it is just taking linear time, but here we are taking linear space as well. Okay. So
Okay.
which is wrong means means based on this question, but the solution is actually means absolutely right. No issues with that. Okay. Any other
what
approach? Yeah.
what is constant extra space means? I didn't understand.
Constant means we are just, see, if I increase the size of this array, okay. So let's suppose, means right now I have an array which has 6 elements. Okay. If I take the hash map, so, that uh, two value will appear twice and two value will appear once, single, right? So
Yeah.
it will take 4 units. Okay. And let's say if I have 100 elements, then 49 appear twice and two appears, one time, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So see, now you can see if I increase this by, 10,000, let's say, so my space is also increasing. See, so space is not constant here, right? Means space is actually roughly, you can say n by 2, but if we are talking about, space complexity, so we just, write it order of n, right? Okay.
Okay,
So
so irrespective of the input, they are telling to use constant space.
right.
Okay.
So your constant space means whether your input, input size of this array increasing or not, the space remains, whatever you are taking at the first time. That's it. Okay, means it should not depend on the input of array. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I will actually leave it like this only, and I will provide this solution to you guys as well, so that you will also, go through it again. By the way, I think they are actually recording this session as well, so that is also fine. Cool. Any other approaches? Anyone? So means, okay, let me again, uh, means, is there anyone who is actually facing, a problem with this approach, the hash map one?
No.
No? Cool. Okay, yeah, from means up to this means it is fine. Okay, and there could be, a different means second approach as well, in which I can actually sort the array, right? If I sort the array, then means I know actually that if the any number which are appearing only once, so the next element should be different, right? So let's take, this example, 1 to 1 1, first one. So if I sort this array, so it will come like this, 3 and 5, right? So if I am at this space and my next element is also 1, so I can say that it is not the number which I wanted. So it should be 3 and 5, right? This could be
Yeah.
one of the solution, right? So here, what will be the complexity? See,
In login
right.
for time.
So yeah, so time is n log n, but space is
Constant
order
means
of 1, because
zero.
we can use same array, right? So here, if our input array is actually increasing the size, but we can sort in place this array. So I can say that my space complexity is order of 1, but yes, the time here is not what we wanted, because we want linear runtime complexity, right? So
Yeah.
we have to do something. Uh, uh, we have to do something else. So how many of you know this XOR, bitwise XOR?
Yeah.
So all of you know about this?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay. So let me, just quickly take, means to quickly make the truth table. Okay. Is there anyone who is not from CSE background as well?
This comes in electronics also, so it's okay.
Okay, cool then. Yeah. See, okay, fine. Yeah, if you know anyone, because all of you have, that means all of you have a video, so I cannot see you, but yeah, if any one of you can actually face any issues, please, interrupt me in between. So no issues on that. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about bitwise XOR. So what happens here is, if the number is same, right? So the output will be 0. Otherwise, output will be 1. Correct? Are you guys with me
Yeah, yeah.
till now? Cool,
Yes.
cool. So what we are saying is, so if you look at this, your array, okay, if I do XOR between 1 and 1, so what happens? What will happen actually? So 1 is like 0 0 0 whatever that is, 0 0 1, and again this one, right? So
Yes.
it will becomes
0.
all 0, right? Right? So 1 and 1 will make 0 if I am doing XOR between these. 2 and 2 again make 0, right? And so yeah, so up to this part, if I am doing XOR with all these inputs, I am getting 0. Okay, so they are actually mean they are, what you can say, they are actually countering themselves, right? And if so, only number which I left with, that is the XOR of the only two digits which are different, means which are actually appear only one time, right? So
Yeah.
if I do XOR of XOR in this array, then what will I get? I will get what you can say 3011 and 101, right? So you will get, if I do, let me put XOR here, and or better put here. So you will get 110, right? If I do XOR of all these numbers.
Yes.
Okay, any doubts, anyone? No doubts. Cool. Okay, so yeah, so this is means this way. So one thing is sure, the XOR which are if we traverse this array and we take XOR of every element, so we will end up with only the XOR which are of the different input, which are actually appearing only once. Okay, so that is one thing. And if you look closely, so the one in input, right, means sorry, the one in output only appear where the in mean the values are not same actually, right? So if you take this number is 3, if you take this number is 5, and if you take here, this location 1, so you can see that both the numbers are different value, correct?
Yeah.
That is your second hint actually. So if so in output, if you get 1, so it means both inputs have different bits at that location, right? Okay, so this will be our this will be one hint using which we can actually identify what all numbers are means but two numbers are appearing only once. So what we will do, we will take this position only, means any position which has in out means which has one in output. Okay, so let's say I will choose this location, this one, 0, 1, 2. So if I take, so I am taking actually second position. Okay, and so what will I do? I will actually do XOR 1, and I calculate XOR 2. So this XOR is for where second bit is 0, and here I am taking second bit is 1. Okay, means again I will traverse this array, and I will check the second bit. If it is 0, I will do XOR in here. If the bit is 1, I will do XOR here. So if I do that here, I will end up with 3, and here I will end up with 5. Is that right? Any doubts on this?
I did not get this approach.
Okay. So till
Uh,
here you will get right what I was saying.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay, cool. So what I was means, see, this is actually the main part. So you see 1 here, right? Means if you closely look XOR, so 1 you will get uh, means only 1 you will get where both the inputs are different,
Yeah,
right?
yes,
So there will be one input which is 0 and other input which is 1. So if you see, in 3, so it is 0, 0 bit, means 0 number at the second position. And if you see 5, so there is 1 in the second position. Okay. And if I type this thing, what is this? Uh, okay. So, okay, let's take, we will say 1 to 6, 0, 1, 0, 4, 2, right? 01143 and 10145. Okay, so we have these many mean this is the bit right, means what you can say, bit representation of your input array, means sorry, these values, correct?
Yeah.
And I'm saying that if I have second bit 0, then I will XOR it with my XOR 1. If my second bit is 1, I am XORing it with XOR 2. Okay,
What is
and
XOR 1 and XOR 2? I didn't get that.
XOR 1 means these two are different variables.
What is the value of XOR 1 there?
1 minute.
Okay. So basically, we are splitting the numbers based on that XOR value. Means that bit value, is it?
Right.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay. So we are actually, yeah, splitting. See, mean up to here we know, means this is the XOR for 3 and 5, because means because all the numbers are appearing twice and they will, contribute to 0 only. But only 3 and 5 has contributed to this number. And wherever 1 is in the output, it means that the bit position is different for your individual input, which appeared only once, right? And now what we are doing, taking means take any one position, not just two. You can take this position as well, 1. So if the input is means, see, if you check the bit position, second bit position is 0. So just XOR it with XOR 1. Okay, and if the bit position is 1, so XOR it in XOR 2. Means, okay, let me give you an example here. So if I say let's choose second bit first. So 1 will XOR to XOR 1 because this bit is 0. Okay, are you getting? So initially this XOR 1 is 0 and you are XORing it with sorry, this symbol 1, and I have put 1 here because this bit is 0, right? We are saying second bit is 0, then it will goes to XOR 1. Again for 1 it comes here. For 2 we have 0 1 0, so this second bit is 1, right? So it will come here 2 2, and this 3 has also this bit 0, so it will come here 3, and second one has 1 bit here, so 5 0 or 5. Are you getting this?
I got it.
There is one person, right, who is saying no.
No, I didn't get.
You didn't get, okay. Sorry, what part you didn't get? Up till here you get this, means
Yeah,
see
that
how we
till
get 1 here.
110. Yeah, till 110 I got, but next what you're saying I didn't get that.
Okay. Okay, means let me means I have actually written code here as well. So let's go through the code maybe directly, if that is fine for you.
Can I add to
Hmm?
what you're saying?
Sure.
Okay, basically the difference between both the numbers is that the bit where the resultant number has got the bit 1. So what he's trying to do is that separate the numbers in the original array based on the bit value in that particular position, so that uh, 3 as a position at the position 2 as a bit 0, and 5 as 1 at position 2, bit position 2. So all the numbers having bit 0 and bit 1 are segregated separately using XOR1 and XOR2, so that the final result of XOR1 will only contain 3 and XOR2 will contain only 5.
What is he segregating in XOR1 you told?
All the numbers having the bit value of at position 2 as 0.
Okay, you mean that below table he has put 001, 010, 0110,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
right, right.
So it means these are the binary representation of 1. This is binary representation of 2. Okay.
Okay, now I got it.
Yes. Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this is the code actually which I have wrote. So maybe I'll go through it quickly now. I'm sorry. Okay. So it is the same thing which I am doing here. So first I am taking, XOR of all the numbers. And after this, I am actually at this lip position that I have XOR output of both the inputs, which are appearing only once. Okay, this XOR. And then I choose my position with 1. So now I am finding which place in this XOR which has bit 1. So I'm checking my condition. If means I'm doing AND operation here, bitwise AND. So if I got 1, then I will break this loop and it will set the position. Means which position this XOR has 1 value. This while loop, and after that I am taking 2 numbers and at the position, if the position bit is 1, then I am uh, XORing it in number 1, otherwise XORing it in number 2. So in that way, so here it will come where the bit position is 1 and here the bit position 0. Okay.
In the line, in the while condition, you are shifting the position
Yes.
left arrow you are put, right?
Right. So let's suppose this is our XOR, right? So if I am in position 1, okay, if I do AND here, so I will get 0 because 1 is not here, right? Then I have to check second position, mean the first position.
Okay.
Okay, so I have to find a position where my output is 1, means the bit is 1 actually.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
Okay, because at that position, I am pretty sure, okay, the bit is different for these numbers, right?
Okay.
0 tells me nothing. 0 is like both can have 1 or both can have 0. But 1 is telling me, okay, 1 of 1 means one input is 0 and 1 is 1, right?
Yeah, okay. So after finding the different like 0 and 1 position, next what you are doing, number 1 and number 2.
Yeah. Then I'm just, ending means I'm doing bitwise AND with this position and the number. So I am just checking means you can say that I am checking the bit position. If that bit position is set or not. If it is set, the number will be greater than 0. Otherwise, it will come 0, right? If you do AND. So it's like this one. So let's say from here, I'll get my position is 1. Okay. 0 1 0. Okay, according to my this while condition.
Okay.
Okay, and when you do end with 0 0 1, okay, 0 0 1, you will end up with 0 0 0, right? If you do bitwise end here.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the same condition. So the number will be 0 and it is not greater than 1. So I'm XORing it with number 2. So it's like splitting, right? Means uh, splitting with that position. So do I have to run this or what?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
I have to run it. I need to sign in that case, I guess. Maybe you guys means let me know where to, copy this code, and maybe you can try by yourself, or maybe you can write, code by yourself. Just take this one, these notes maybe.
Okay.
Means how you guys generally do this.
And actually, last class, that guy was just running the code. So,
Okay, no, fine. Means if you want that, we can do that as well. But I think we are now more clear about the approach, right? Maybe try to write your own code, or maybe let me give this, or Abhishek is there. Is there anyone from Tutor Academy? Sorry, can't. I'm not sure where to see all the part. Okay, here. Okay, no one is here. Okay, what I can do in that case. So how they are sharing code with you guys? How they share the code?
no, they don't share any code. We just refer the videos.
Okay.
They record it like.
And Rakesh, you don't have to write in chat. Okay, I mean just unmute yourself and say. Okay, that is also fine. So let me paste it somewhere, man. Okay, where maybe I can post it. Yeah, so we can do that here, right? Means I can share this thing, the logic here, which we have discussed for this solution. Means sorry, this question, and you guys can code by yourself. That is also good. So let me know what you guys actually suggested. We will take that approach. No issues.
No, anything is fine. They usually share the notes also.
Okay.
They
And how
upload.
they share?
Yes, they upload in the LMS only. I have never referred that. I just refer the videos always. You
Okay.
others can give inputs.
Anyone? Anyone else?
Yes, hi Manoj. If they're
Hey.
sharing the code, they'll just copy paste it in the chat. That's it.
Okay. Let me copy paste it then.
Even in one of the previous sessions, the mentor just gave us the logic and asked us
Hmm.
to code it ourselves later. So anything is
Okay.
with me.
Okay, fine. Let me what we can do. Okay, let me post it in the chat then. I'm not sure how I send it. I'm not able to see any send button. Okay, everyone. Okay. And let me actually put code. Okay. But you guys will, you guys, definitely try to code by yourself. Don't just follow my logic. Okay. Or maybe, where is that? Okay. So this is for single numbers. Okay.